There we go. Oh, yeah, here we are. One of our famous or infamous hour twos. We'll get hour one up there real shortly. How's everybody doing out there? Here we are, Safety Wars Live for Tuesday, May 13, 2025, hour two. You know what that means. It means politics and some other stuff. We're going to repeat some of the stories from hour one for those folks who might have missed it. So I am your host. So where have I been? I've been doing these political things. I've been working hard on some projects out here. We'll just say Jay Allen isn't the only person writing a book out there. But anyway, we're now. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on out there. I mean, what is the deal with all of these politicians and judges out there? Now we know that you're a politician, especially from New Jersey. You know you're going to be breaking some laws, right? Good chance. The other one is Wisconsin, right? One of the reasons why we enforce laws in this country is that when you don't enforce laws, people get emboldened. Well, Jim, what do you mean, Jim? People get emboldened. Uh, Real simple. Several years ago, and I'm going to take you back into some recent history. I mean, this whole thing with January 6th, 2021, with the Capitol getting stormed, that wasn't the first time that that happened, folks. No, 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 no. No. This has been going on from time immemorial for at different points in history. So we had, for example, activists in the 1980s going into congressional offices and barricading themselves in. That happened. You had people all through the 90s. There were a couple of cases where people wanted to do bad things at the Capitol. And a half. They got pardons. They got away with it. Then you had fast forward up to the 2020 with all the riots out there. That was okay. Very few people were held responsible. So, what did you think was going to happen in 2021 with January 6th? Now, that's still being litigated. I think a lot of those things. Now, everyone here, if you've been a listener or a viewer for a long time, I think everybody here knows my opinion on this. And that is, if you want to protest, do it legally, get the proper permits, get the proper, do the right thing, don't leave a mess behind, be non-violent, right? Protests are one thing. Politicians often don't listen to protests. What do they listen to? People who vote, because they realize that the protests, a lot of those people don't vote. However, if you go on and you make an appointment with your elected official, your congressman, your senator, whatever you happens to be, right? Local dog catcher, and you talk to people, you come to an understanding. Maybe you're much better off with that than violence and everything else. So here we have a situation here that happened over the weekend, right? So this is from Essex County edition of NJ.com. Did Democrats really storm ICE facility and body slam guards? Here's what the video shows. There are differing accounts of what transpired just before Newark Mayor Ras Baraka's arrest by federal agents Friday afternoon during a confrontation at Delaney Hall that included three members of Congress. Baraka, who is a Democrat primary candidate for New Jersey governor, was arrested by ICE agents outside the gates of the detention center operated by a private company, the GEO Group. It came after repeated days of city officials in Baraka attempting to serve the group with violation notices for not cooperating with local code inspectors. Right? And there's going to be an investigation and everything else. They've accused the group, which was contracted by ICE, of operating in Thousand Center in violation of city codes by refusing to grant access and failure to have an evacuation plan in place. Baraka came back later in the day as Democrat U.S. Representative Bob Menendez. So Bob Menendez is here you go. Let's get this right. Bob Menendez, right? Convicted felon, right? I guess. Rob Menendez, hold on. Is this the same person as the senator? Hold on. Gotta look this up. No, Robert Menendez is not the convicted senator here. His father is Bob Menendez, is Robert Menendez. My mistake. Oh well. But your father is in enough trouble. Why would you want to be in more trouble? I don't get it. All right. Again, a stunt. New Jersey Advanced Media reported on scene said security fires allowed the mayor and the city's lawyer to go beyond the gates, going on and on and on. Again, what are you looking to prove with this? Right? Rile up your base? Really? I don't know. Again, do Congress have a right to oversight and everything? Yeah, absolutely. They probably have more of a right to oversight than that, but it's sort of like a double-edged sword. You arrest a congressperson, you could get into a little bit of trouble, especially if they're on their way to a vote or something like that. That could be argued, right? Had they detained Representative Menendez, right? You were running him to go to a vote in Congress. I don't know if Congress is even in session at this point. What are you looking to gain by this? Are you right? Political points to get a reelection? I know. I really don't get it. The other thing is this. Now, if nothing happened, now here's the double-edged sword. Rob Menendez goes and doesn't get convicted of doing something wrong after the investigation. That emboldens everybody else to go and do something because they're not going to get arrested. That's what the idea is. And of course, when you're dealing with all these protesters at Columbia, one of the recent ones, 80 people, I think, were arrested last week, the week before. Pro-Palestinian protests inside the library during finals week. Right, 80 people not affiliated with a university, like 120 people were there. They're shocked that they get arrested. I tell you what, it's not the people who I can almost guarantee this. I can't prove it. But my experience in observing and being involved in stuff like this is always the ringleaders that get away scot-free. Foot soldiers do not get away scot-free. Hasn't that been like the history with all these protests recently in the last 2 or 3 years? Nobody gets away. So now you're a young person, 22, 23 years old, maybe younger. You're involved in these protests. You're a disaffected youth. You get involved in these protests. You get arrested. That's a mark against you for the rest of your life. Is that really worth it? While the people who are out there leading these things, what are they doing? They're going out, doing whatever, living la vida loco, as we used to say back in the 90s here, right? With it, living the life. All right, I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. Be smarter, people. Be smarter. Make better choices. Work for change. You want to protest? Go have a nonviolent protest. Don't break any laws and everything. When you start to get violent, that's when you turn a lot of people off. All right. Now, there has been, and the computer is not working here. Okay, hopefully I'm still broadcasting. So there's been a move by some people to get a third political party. So you have an election, right? And they feel that they need to get a third political party involved, or a third person in a race. Now, full disclosure, I ran as an independent in 2009, New Jersey Assembly, 19th